Are you an empath and dreading going to a social event? Well, I am here to tell you how you can make that easier. So let's say that you have an event coming up, a party or a birthday party, and you're an empath and you're just dreading it. You're just dreading going, and you're spending all this time getting ready and preparing and clearing yourself and doing all these energy related activities and modems, when what I see is happening, because I've done it myself, is I'm just creating basically a whole bunch of anxiety around the event and going to the event, and pretty soon I'm dreading going to the event, and then I try to do even more to overcompensate for that. Well, what I've learned is to not plan so much and not overthink so much and try to live in the present. And the way that we live in the present is to raise our consciousness. And so let's say that you're going to a party and you walk into the party, and what I do is I find the person with the highest vibration that I want to match. And so I will zoom in on that person and match their vibration. You can do it too. You can take energy and you can feel other people's feelings. And so what you need to do is go through the room and figure out whose energy you want to match, or whose vibration that you want to match. And once you've done that, I think what I found out is I was only feeling more of the people's energy and emotions that on that vibration level that I had matched. And that was a great feeling. It was truly a great feeling. And it got rid of the dread. I was able to have a good time. I didn't have to overthink about shielding myself, or whose energy I'm going to take in, or whose energy am I not going to take in. Because once you raise your vibration and you raise your consciousness, you're going to attract the same people of that vibration. And a lot of that energy, that bad energy, is not going to be able to get in. You know, there's times at parties, it really doesn't matter where I am. It could be over at a friend's house. But what I do is I go into the restroom, I go into the bathroom and take a couple minutes and get myself together and do some deep breathing and make sure that I'm not going to be going back out into the room or back out into that space and absorbing that back energy. I'm going to try to hold on to and maintain that high vibration. But you can't hang on to that high vibration if you're already dreading going to a party, if you're already trying to figure out how you're going to protect yourself from other people's emotions. I mean, that takes a lot of energy in itself. And the more I think that you try to protect yourself from other people's energies, the more that they're going to find you because of that vibration. You're going to be attracting those energies that match your vibration. So that doesn't always work, but there are times when you want to use your boundaries at that point in time, or use your intuition at that time. So, and remember, just because you're going somewhere for an event and doing something doesn't mean you have to stay there. And it's nobody else's business if you decide to leave. You know, those are your boundaries. You can step out and you can exit. I leave places and I don't even tell anybody. And guess what? People rarely even know, or maybe it's where'd Rhonda go? And that's about all that comes of it. So if you're starting to feel panic and you're starting to feel like you need to leave, then just leave. You know, and when you're leaving, you don't have to make excuses to anybody. You don't have to tell anybody a reason. You don't have to say, well, I don't feel good, or you know, you don't have to do that. We don't have to do that at all. We get to choose what we want to do, and if we want to do something, if somebody gets offended, then that's their stuff. And so if you need to prepare for going out for a social event, and I've done that too. There's been some times where I haven't even gone. I've freaked myself out so much that I haven't even gone to whatever the event was. And so be careful when you're thinking or you're planning and you're clearing yourself and you're clearing your energy and you're getting rest. I would have to say resting for me is probably one of the biggest things, is to make sure that I have enough sleep, because sleep is when your body and mind heals itself. And so oftentimes if I haven't gotten enough sleep and I don't feel like going to a party, I just say I'm not going to go, and you don't have to explain why. You know, that's up to you. And if you like this content and you want to hear more of it, you know what to do. And we'll catch you next time.